Every year, there were debts to be paid. Many citizens owed the king money, and today was the day he required payment. The king called in his first servant, a servant who owed him 10,000 bags of gold. "You owe me a great sum of money," the king said, "and today I demand that you pay every last coin." The servant had indeed borrowed a great deal of money from the king, but he knew it was impossible to repay what he owed. "We barely have what we have to get by," he said fearfully as he glanced back at his family. "I have no way to repay you, your majesty." The king was very unhappy. He motioned to his guard, "Since he is unable to pay, I command that he, his wife, and his children be sold off as slaves, and sell all of his possessions too." With that, the servant fell to his knees and begged the king, "Please be patient with me, and I will find some way to pay you back." This act of extreme desperation and humility moved the king to compassion. His expression quickly turned from anger to mercy as he declared, "I forgive you every last coin you owe me." The king promptly canceled the servant's debt and commanded that the entire family be set free. In light of this great act of mercy, you would think that this servant would himself deal mercifully with others. However, when he remembered that his fellow servant owed him a very small amount of money, he showed no pity at all. Instead, the shameless servant hunted down the man in order to force him to pay his debt. When he saw his fellow servant, he grabbed him by the throat, saying, "Pay me back the money you owe me." The servant dropped to his knees and begged him, "Please be patient with me and I will find some way to pay you back." But the ungrateful servant refused to show mercy and had the man thrown into prison until he could come up with the money he owed. When the other servants saw how he treated the man, they were outraged and took the matter to the king himself. The king called for the servant. "You wicked servant," he said. "I canceled all the debt of yours because you begged me to. Shouldn't you have done the same for your fellow servant?" With that, the king commanded that he be thrown into jail and tortured until he could pay off every last penny.